All right, guys, hang with me for a second. This is a random one, and I wanted to go a number of ways, and I actually, truthfully, one of the ideas I had was to go Shea winning the MVP as my bold prediction. And I'm glad I didn't go with that. So my bold prediction, maybe this isn't bold, but this is my bold prediction. My bold prediction is that the Los Angeles Clippers make the conference finals, but lose. They're going to be in the conference finals. Like I actually, right now in the Western Conference, I'm like, if you said to me outside of Denver, what team do you like to make the conference right now? I would say, I'd probably say the Clippers. People were making the strongest takes 3, 4, 5 games in on that team. And they're 14-5. They had a 14-3 run before they lost to OKC in Boston. James Harden has embraced being that third guy. Kawhi and PG's efficiency has gone up over the last 9 games. They got Leonard, George, Harden at 44% over the last 19, and Norman Powell all shooting over 40%. Like, they're really good. They're really good. So, like, Jason Gallagher and I were talking about this morning. I think it's really hard in the NBA to have absolute takes. Absolute takes. Like my take last night, Derek White is an all-star. Like, there's nothing absolute about that. I think there should be 15 roster spots. I'll say it every time. There should be 15 roster spots. 4% of the NBA makes the all-star game. There were times in the NBA where 20% of the league made the all-star game. It's harder than ever to make an all-star game. Just based on numbers. Still at 12 for whatever reason. Still at 12. I don't know why. Derek White is an all-star. Okay. That's not absolute. We were talking about Trae Young earlier. Trae Young deserves to be an all-star. He's been awesome. Scotty Barnes has been awesome. I'm going to go on a whole thing later today. It'll be out by the time this comes out. It's about Derek White and like why I think he has an all-star case. Guess what? Scotty Barnes also has a great all-star case. When we start going into the advanced numbers, like nothing is absolute in the NBA. And the incredible thing is I could go stand for a player because of how he's playing. You could go stand for a team because of how they're playing. And 2 weeks later, they suck. They suck. That's the crazy thing about the NBA. That's why we need 50 or 60 games. Or hear me out, up to this point, right? Up to this point. Let's not be so absolute. I'm guilty of it too. Let's not be so absolute.
That's tremendous work to backdoor yet another bold take in to drop this to 50 to 60 game. That's good stuff. Just effortless. Also, related note, is the actual bold take that is just James Harden's an all-star?
Say it again.
I said, does that just wind up being the actual bold take? James Harden makes the all-star team again?
Did you say that?
From me? How did we get there?
No, I'm just thinking about the Clippers and how well he's played.
I had to fight you on that last year.
There were like 3 or 4 bridges you crossed there. There were 3 or 4 bridges. I'm not even sure how you crossed those bridges that quickly.
I'm just tossing it out there, so it's all good. Holiday cheer and all that good stuff.
Wow.
Fellas, I can't wait for the backlash of this episode. Oh, it's going to be great.